As the world marks 1 year since the start of the pandemic, Britain is preparing to become the first country to roll out Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. All this week, we are looking back at 12 months since the coronavirus emerged in China and rapidly spread around the world. A positive sign in the UK today, though, is the delivery of 800,000 initial doses to hospitals across the country. Frontline health workers and care home residents will be amongst the first in line to receive the vaccine.
It's just incredible, actually. Obviously, I can't hold them in my hands because they are minus 70 degrees, but to know that they are here and we are amongst the first in the country to actually receive the vaccine and therefore the first in the world is just amazing. I'm so proud.
Ollie Barrett is live for us in London. Ollie, we could hear the relief in that voice just then. How are preparations coming along ahead of the vaccine rollout?
There are 50 hospital hubs up and down the country which are preparing to give out the first doses of the vaccine on Tuesday. They've received the vaccine deliveries, and now it's a case of working out exactly how to get them to the patients that they can do so in the most meaningful, in the most sensible way possible in terms of the early rollout. So what that means is that for elderly people in particular who have an existing hospital appointment on Tuesday, many of them will be offered a vaccine dose. People who are being discharged from hospital on Tuesday, many of them will be administered the vaccine as well if they fall into the right categories in terms of the people who are being prioritized to receive these vaccines. The government is insisting that this is going to take some time, many months, to vaccinate even the first wave of people who have been designated as the first to receive the vaccine. So this is not something that's suddenly going to happen overnight. 800,000 doses in that first batch delivered to the UK. Millions more we expect by the end of the year.
Ollie, does the UK government pin their hopes on the vaccine as the best way to return to normal?
Certainly it does, while also cautioning that this is not something that is going to lead to an overnight change in things like social distancing guidelines and the current tiered lockdown restrictions we have in place here in the UK. I'm talking to you from one end of Oxford Street in central London, which is normally one of the busiest shopping streets in all of Europe. And you can see it's much quieter now than it would be at this time of year in the crucial build up to Christmas. And places like this, the government believes, can get back to something like normal towards springtime, March, April, May of next year. And they do believe that that return to normality is certainly going to be helped by the arrival of this vaccine and hopefully others. Of course, we have the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine waiting for approval as well. The government certainly believes that once you start to layer vaccines on top of each other, in addition to some of the treatments, therapeutics that are already being used, the government does believe that this is a return to normality that is now not too far off, but it is also trying not to let the British public allow their guards to come down, given the fact that this is all going to take some time.
Thank you, Ollie Barrett, in a very quiet part of London there.